YouTube, what's going on, boys? We are in a $1,000 tournament. This was the first tournament, this is the first race game I was playing, and I can't lie to you. The game, a little bit different than when I was playing cut. I couldn't do a lot of the stuff that I could do in cut and regs. And we find out here early that, just because you have a shifty running back, and he's faster than probably half, the Texas defense, doesn't mean you can run the ball. But if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, man. A lot of you guys who watch the video are not subscribed, so make sure y'all hit the button, man. I know I don't normally post college football, but there's a little window until Madden comes out. But yeah, we are in this Notre Dame playbook. Ebook will be dropping on the day of this video. Actually, I'm currently working on it. So be a little ad. Check the link in the description, but you guys will see that all that stuff later. We're in Notre Dame, we're running a little bit of cluster, and I'm kind of focusing in this video just more on cluster. I love cluster, but I think what makes this Notre Dame playbook so good is all the different formations. I was really just trying to nail down cluster because there's a bunch of formations. There's bunch strong wide, bunch strong. There's a couple of trips formations, and I really know how to run those formations. Cluster, I really have never ran. It's been meta at certain points in the year, but it's never been like the meta for a long period of time. So I've never got to go up against it. And plus, with all the new stuff that's happened in this game, um, you know, I want to learn the game. So I kind of stayed in cluster for this whole tournament. Going forward, you guys are going to see a lot of more bunch strong offset. You guys are going to see bunch strong wide, trips, all that different stuff. I'm going to try to audible because that's, I think, what's really cool about that Notre Dame playbook. So if you guys are running it, make sure you guys are utilizing a lot of formation because that's how college football is meant to be played. In Madden, you can kind of get away with running one formation, or audibling the two formations. I think college football, the cool thing about that, and I think it actually fits my play style a lot. I like audibling around. Is that you should use more formations. Right here, we're playing up against. His name is Sean Keynes. He's a competitive Madden player. He's playing some college football. And I ain't gonna lie to you, we struggled early. Right there, I try to pick up the blitz. I try to use that new untarget feature, which is actually really good versus a heavy blitz just like that. But unfortunately, I don't know what was wrong with the game. It wouldn't let me do it, and I knew I was getting screamed at. I remember saying on stream, like, yep, I'm gonna get screamed at. And I got screamed at. So make sure you guys are using that untarget feature on defense or offense. If you guys have any questions, please just let me know. But here we go. Playing a little bit of gun bunch, and right now I am currently in the Georgia defense or any 3-3-5 type defense. If you like mug, whatever it may be, there's also Penny right there. We try to get an interception. We send 6. He wasn't ready for it. Ran man across the board. I don't feel like I got cheated right there, but hey, it is what it is. 3rd and 7 here. Drops back. I send 6 again, and he just kind of threw a crosser, and I felt like I played good defense, but there goes that man. Are we going to catch him? No, we're not. We're going to give up 7 right away. So we are already down. Again, first regs game. I'm trying to get used to how the game plays because, a little bit faster pace, better receivers, all your guys are kind of the same speed. So, if you're playing LSU, even Texas, bro, like Texas got a couple fast dudes. It's not crazy, but, you can't press certain guys. So, just trying to learn all that as we go. But loving this cluster playbook. Let me know what you guys are thinking about college football 26. What's your guys' thoughts? I will say this. It is one of the games of all time, man. I have fun. I'm addicted. Maybe it's just because it's a new game as our run gets blown up again. Really, honestly, was shocked. I feel like the run defense is a lot better. Maybe I just don't call the right runs. I think QB runs are really good, though. I will say that QB runs are some of the best runs in the game. Here we go. Again, more mid blitz right here. Looking to see if we can hit our corner route, and we throw it. He switch sticks. He actually gave up a touchdown by switch sticking that. I didn't think he was going to do that. I thought he saw it, and I thought I just overthought it right there. Honestly, that was good defense, but hey, we get away with it. We are having a very rough start, but hey, this is what's going to happen. This was day 2 of the game. I was 8 hours in the stream. This shit's going to happen to me sometimes. So here we go. Find their post over the middle. Beautiful possession catch right there. Go with a little high-low read with the post and slant over the middle. Back in the cluster, I'm going to try to do a little bit of quick snap verticals here. Looking to see if he brings down the safety because we'll talk about this here in a little bit. About him bringing down the safety. He does not bring down the safety. We do have our corner out. We get it over the cloud. Tries to run a cover 2 or roll his coverage. We juke. Can we make a man miss? We stiff arm him. That's the best move in the game. If you guys like what you see in this video, make sure you guys check out my new website, vertex.tips. At vertex.tips, you guys are going to be able to unlock your full potential in either Madden and college football 26, and you guys are going to be able to learn from some of the best players in the world who have made thousands of dollars playing both games. Here's the team. You guys have Goat Geezy, who's got over $20,000, John Beast with over $500,000, and Dill TV, who runs the cut streets, and even the guys who do our weekly tips have made thousands of dollars playing Madden in college football. Here's what's inside. You guys are going to get plays that beat every single coverage, video breakdowns, written setups, and also lockdown defenses. Here's an example of a sample ebook, and with your subscription, you guys are going to get both Madden 26 and college football 26. The link will be in my description down below. Game, if y'all not spamming the stiff arm button, which is A or X, X if you're on PlayStation, I don't know what y'all doing. Right now, we are getting freaking, we're just getting mauled right now in Penny. We're getting mauled. So I went to mint. I don't know why I went to mint. I honestly don't know what I like on defense yet. Some dudes, I love to just send 6 guys. Pause. Love to send 6 guys. Other guys, you just got to send 4 right here. I'm going with a cover 3 show. And the one thing I realized about the mint this year, really bad run defense. I was getting rained on. I played this tournament, and I was just getting rained on in mint. I actually had to shift my line and crash down and do a whole bunch of stuff. You can't just call the loop right here. We're in a cover 3, and he throws it to the running back, but the flat was there, and he just didn't do anything. That happens, though, as we're getting close to the end of the first quarter. I'm going to try to figure out defense as soon as possible. It's just, there's so much new stuff to learn. It's so tough. I mean, we have custom sim zones, we have route command, we have stunts. Loop blitzes don't work. And honestly, stunts work, but they don't work. So if you guys are trying to stunt, by the way, you can do it from the play call menu, and that's where all the stunts are for every formation. Those don't work. You actually have to hop. You have to do it like you're adjusting your D line, but you only get 3 stunts. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Those 3 stunts I think are really bad. So, kind of sucks. Hopefully they fix that in a patch soon, as we play very good defense, keeping everything simple. I'm kind of going with a cover 3 look. Again, especially versus this bunch offset, really not much that's gonna beat us over top. Then I also eventually start going to a cover 3 cloud look right there. Beautiful pressure right there. He tried to throw his post over the middle. I think we would have picked it off anyways, or at least got a KO. Saying I was going to pick it off is a tough statement for sure. Tough statement. I don't know if that would actually happen. Right here. That was it. The drag right at our zone. Here we go, 4th down. We need to get this back in the game to make it an even game. Technically, we are winning, but I want to make it an even game. I'm going to go, I think I go to a cover 3 look. I back up that cloud right there, and I switch stick the cloud. I was thinking maybe he's going to have a corner route, so I back the cloud up to 20 yards. He throws it. That is not ideal. Not ideal for your boy. Here we go. We're back on defense. We ran the cover 3. He throws it away. Could have threw his running back right there. I think I shaded underneath, then over top to put clouds out there. Maybe that was just a hard flat that did absolutely nothing. Again, still learning. Here we go. We got a bunch strong look now. Running like a wide trail look, but guess what? Throws it right at our user. Thought probably we were gonna drop back, and that's what's different about that switch stick, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's different, bro, because some guys got it, and you just put fear into other people's eyes, man. And I might be one of them, man. I feel really good with the switch on this game. I will say that. Here we go. I'm getting a little adjusted here. I'm going to run man on one side, zone on the other. Solid defense. He throws it right at his zone. Oh, my God. We almost had it. Almost had it. We're already under 3 minutes to go. And honestly, he's probably going to clock this game. I'm not kidding. He calls verticals here. I had my user blitz, but shout out EA for letting us switch stick with our D-pad, and we get a great switch stick right there. If you guys ever get caught on the D-line, blitz your user, use your D-pad to switch stick. It will allow you to get back up to those safeties and zones, and then you guys can go back to your normal switch sticking. It's going to be a little bit of a skill gap, but I think it's going to be a skill gap that's worth learning. I've gotten really good at it. I can't lie, because dude, quick snapping in this game is meta. If you guys have not realized, it is super meta. So people do it a lot. Here we go. Cover 3 cloud look. Just keeping the shell simple, nothing too crazy. Looking to see if he's going to go verticals. Normally he only called verticals when he quick snapped right there. Beautiful defense. Beautiful defense. We switch stick him, and we drop the pick. 4th down. Here we go. You got to play good defense here. Need to stop This could be huge. We can clock before we go in the half and go up 2 possessions. I honestly feel like I know I've been playing a little crappy offense, but overall, I feel like I've been playing good. Here we go. He snaps the ball. We're I switch stick off the hook. I honestly could have just kept running with him, and I figured that since he dropped so far back that we were just eventually gonna get pressure, so I was gonna be able to, be able to just go back there and get it right there. We throw our post over the middle, but I just thought that, hey, I can get risky enough because he's so far back. I mean, he held the ball pretty long, and well, O-line was just too good at blocking, I guess. I don't know. So here we are. We find ourselves up 1 point, looking for our corner route to the sideline. Those corner routes are still really good. He's running double A gap. We untargeted his user. Right here, we do have the return route. Unfortunately, it gets batted down. I did back up a little bit too far. We find ourselves in a sticky situation. Setting some audibles up for bunch strong offset. Did audible to it. I had to test it a couple times here and there. Right here, gonna go wide trail against mid blitz. Always a good play versus double A gap. And honestly, could have just thrown the trailer out. Thought he was gonna run back up. Normally people do that. That's just like what you do. Once you kind of pass off that drag, and he never did, and I just threw the drag, and honestly, did a lot too much overthinking, but eventually we'll get our reads down. And it's all right. So here we go. More mid blitz. 1st and 10. Putting the speed out on the outs in the slot. Honestly, kind of hate the speed out. Miss my drag. It is what it is. Uh, this is the problem with me early in the year is I start like, I want to see how things run. I want to test things, especially because this is my first regs game. I don't know the difference with how regs is. Sometimes, corner routes get bagged and cut, but they don't get bagged in regs because of speed, So I'm trying to like test a whole bunch of things as we get sagged. Right there, I'm starting to learn that they patch speed outs. They have like a little hitch in them, and they're dog shit. So you guys were thinking about running speed outs, don't do it. Find ourselves 3rd and 20. Minute 36 left in the second. Got to find a way to pick this up. He's gonna have all 3 timeouts in a lot of time. We untarget his user right, or well, we actually ID, but we should be trying to untarget his user. He sends everybody. We pick it up. Guess what though? Man-to-man coverage bags us. We have to throw it away so we can kick our 3, and we're gonna kick our 3 there. Only go up 4 right there. Throws the RPO, and we get stiff arm. That RPO is a problem. I started to learn that this drive, that this RPO causes problems. Here we go. Got a bunch strong look. We're in the 3-3 mint. Here we go. Throws it once again, and I clicked on so he would run at him like he had the ball in his hands, and I clicked off, just to get the better tackle. Guess that's on me. Should have made a better tackle there, but hey, it is what it is. Here we go. Make a tackle. 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 1. Is he gonna run here? Probably is gonna run, especially in college football. Yep, he goes to our inside zone, picks up the 1st down. No timeouts yet for my opponent. And honestly, I kind of like this. He's moving slow, but there's no runoff, unfortunately. I wish there was runoff to force him to pass. Going to our cover 3 cloud look. Everything looks bad. He steps up, rolls out. Is he gonna find somebody? He doesn't. He's gonna throw it away. And overall, I feel like I'm playing a really good pass defense. I'm not mad with how I'm playing the pass. Can't lie. Sending 4, mixing in a good cover 3 cloud, and we're mixing in some regular cover 3 right there. Pretty solid switch sticks. He throws it right at our flat. I took that vert hook and I ran away, trying to get back to the backside end. That's what I thought he was gonna throw. Throws it right at the hard flat, but guess what? It don't matter. It does not matter. Here we go. Snaps verticals, and I messed up the switch stick. I had a vert hook there, and I took him out of position trying to get up to a top safety. Didn't work. 30 seconds left. Clock is still ticking. It's ticking. Probably going to run the ball here. I'm running a little bit of hybrid coverage, man on one side, zone on the other. Get real aggressive down here. We use the timeout. We're trying to get this ball back. Not looking good. Defensive stance down here would be ideal. Runs the ball. That's way too easy. 1st and goal, and I kind of wish he just would have scored. Kind of wish he would have scored. We wouldn't have had to call a timeout. We would have had a timeout. Try to get some points before half. Gonna go to the goal line. I'm gonna go to this 5-3. Love 5-3 versus goal line. I don't know why. It just always shoots in the backfield again, unless it's against a toss. Toss it does pretty solid right there. I tell y'all, that goal line 5-3, really good job. And I know he's gonna go back, so I'm gonna switch over to the penny. And I'm thinking to myself, I got to make sure I don't give up an inside zone because he does have a couple timeouts, but I also don't want to give up anything quick. My safety's crossed because Penny is glitched. Uh, there's nothing you can do about your safeties crossing, but make sure you guys turn on that slot cornerback adjustment. Those are right at our shade down vert hook and our hard flat over on the left side. He gets in, doesn't matter. Didn't score before half, so here we are. Start the second half right here. Everything's bagged, and I don't know what he was throwing it right at the DB, and there we go. We're back in this game. We're up 5 points. I'm telling you, bro. Got to get a good switch, bro. You get a good switch, everything will go your way. Even when there's no defense, just put some trust in your switch. As he throws away the ball, up 4, need to hold the door. If we can go up 2 scores at any point this game, honestly, I think it's going to be a GG for sure. We're going to go back to our cover 3 cloud look, paying attention to make sure we don't get quick snap. Got the post. Didn't throw it early, but he has so much time that the corner route just was able to sit there and route bounce, and that is the worst thing to give up as a video. I was gonna say Madden player, but I was like, we'll say college football player for the time being. Worst thing to give up is a route bounce, especially when you guard it early. Terrible right here. Was playing for verticals. Doesn't call verticals, but I switched stick right to that hook curl to make sure I don't give up anything over the middle. And honestly, I played really good defense right there, so I can't be mad. Have to take a drink of my Celsius. Gotta get going, man. These launch weeks, they get rough, bro. We're everywhere, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Twitch, TikTok, it don't matter. Tap in everywhere. Love to see y'all in the live streams for sure. As he hits our drag, we actually sent the outside linebacker. Normally, we were putting him in a hard flat. I didn't put him in the hard flat. I crashed in, and I kind of forgot that blitzed guy. So here we are. We get a little fancy. We pitch, and honestly, I saw him. Nobody was around him, so that's why I pitched. Could have cribbed it if we got one stiff arm, but it is what it is. Currently up 3, or down 3, excuse me. Gonna try to go back to this halfback off tackle. And honestly, this off tackle it's just been getting shedded. That's really all it is. Honestly, I felt like we had the good blocks. We were getting to almost to that next level, but just these guys they're too good. They shed. So curious to see how Regs keeps playing. I'm also playing in a Regs tournament. You guys will see this on Thursday. So I'm playing in a $2,000 Regs tournament. I should have said it at the beginning of the video. On the Twitch, that should be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to come watch me, some of the best players in the world. It's Henry's tournament. If you guys know Henry, he'll be playing in it. So gonna try to make a deep run in that. Here we go. Looking to go to bunch verticals here. We're getting a little freestyle-y. I kind of like that tight end corner. We find our drag, beats the man coverage, first down. But yeah, love that tight end corner. I don't know. I feel like it's just because everybody tries to run man. There's so much going on over on that bunch side that it just like sometimes they're because they're trailing him, and he might have a step on him. But if he's trailing and he runs in like the slot receiver, that will happen sometimes. We're gonna audible over to a trips. We're gonna run this QB blast. I'm telling you guys, QB runs are pretty solid. Now this QB run, can't lie. I thought I had a different one in my book, and in my audibles found out it was just QB blast. But we get solid yards on that, okay? We got like a couple yards. Not too bad. I end up going to a different form, and I'm going to sub in the backup quarterback for LSU. I forget what his name is, but he's 91 speed. Really good. And he's better than Garrett. Plus, you don't want to get Garrett, a little bit of wear and tear. Wear and tear is, never ideal. So we sub him in. We run a toss just to see if he was going to run commit. Didn't. And now we are on a 3rd down. Honestly, don't like the spot that I'm at. Don't love it at all. I actually hate the spot that I'm at. So here we go. We're going to send a guy in motion. We got our 91 speed quarterback, hoping to get to the outside. Guess what? We do. I'm telling you guys, these QB runs, they're way too good. We get into the end zone right there. We need to stand up for ourselves right here. We're up 4. Need one stop. He runs an inside zone. And there he goes. I thought he was getting out of there. Can't lie to you. Once you see a lot of green grass and not enough LSU jerseys and a couple Texas guys, yeah, you get really bad. More cover 3 here. Not expecting a run. Guess what? He ran. First down for the Longhorns. More than likely, we're going to see this go to the end of the third. Actually, no, we're not. I thought he clocked me out of this. I guess he's calling another play. I don't know why. This is like something you should just clock, especially with 40-second play clocks. No reason to call a play. He goes to the RPO. Terrible pursuit by your boy. I clicked off though, so that's kind of on me. And here we go. One more play before half. Don't know why he called this. We got stuck on a blitzing guy, and I tried to switch stick. Everything was all messed up. I switched stick with the deep head. Then I tried to switch stick with the right stick. It was just all messed up. So here we go. Fourth quarter. Put your fours in the comment section. Put them in there. Put them in there. Whew, I can't lie. I'm even getting exhausted just commentating this game. Like, I remember sweating playing this game, and I'm sweating commentating this game. That's how intense this shit was. I don't know. I felt good being back playing a PL. You know, I've played so much rank that it just got boring. Here we go. He throws it up, and we switch stick him. We thought that we were going to actually jump down to that crosser, and I knew he thought he could outsmart me there. So I kind of was able to play in between. If there was more field, it would have been a little bit different. I don't think I would have been able to play in between, but that short field felt confident. Here we go. We find ourselves at the 1-yard line. There is not a scarier place to be. There's quick jumps on defense. He's running mid blitz. You know he's sending everybody. We have to make a hot read fast. So fast. So send up at the line. I put a drag on my solo guy. I put a wheel, I think, on my running back just in case he did send everybody I could hit that fast. And he was so close to switch sticking me. But guess what? We got out of there. That's all that matters. I knew he would either get really aggressive and play all the drags. And if he did, we would have been able to make a read on our bunch side. And if he didn't, we were going to be able to hit the drag. And he kind of just played backed off coverage, which was a little weird. So I would have pressed everybody when he's at the 1. Don't let him throw anything quick, but that's just me. Here we go. Trying to do a little bit of the freestyle. And right there, I see the corner route, and I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I thought for some reason, like, he would route bounce up, and he didn't. And I throw another pick right when I thought the game was over. I make a boneheaded mistake. Only I would do this. I'm telling you guys, only I would do that. Guess what, though? That means we have to sweat it out a little more. More bunch strong. Over to the right. Here we go. He's got nothing. We're switch sticking everything. And I ran just a little bit too far. I try to act like I was running with it. And I just tried to get a little too cute. I was trying to get a little too cute with trying to bait it. If I would have just stayed over there, he would have threw away the ball. We would have had a 3rd and 12. Not 3rd and 12. 3:12 left and like a second down. So here we go. Probably expecting him to run the ball, which he does. He runs inside zone. I don't know how you stop inside zone. I truly don't know how you stop inside zone. I ran penny and I ran mint. Couldn't stop it. Here we go. We have our in route over the middle. We're going to get a rack animation. I'm going to try to stiff arm him. We fight a little bit right here. And I'm turning on true clock. This is going to be the last drive of the game. It's going to be the last drive of the game. It all comes down to this. Are you guys ready for this? Are y'all ready? Do I have ice in my veins? Worst comes to worst, we do kick 3, but guess what? The whole time I was telling Chad, I'm like, I'm not kicking 3. It's not happening. We will not be kicking 3. So here we go. Bunch to the right. I tried this halfback draw, and honestly, halfback draw didn't do too bad versus this double A. I can't lie. I kind of liked it. So keep no chew clock on because I knew I had to throw the ball here. And if it gets under 5 seconds, I would have lost yards. And I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to go to my high-low with the slant post. We have our slant. Doesn't have a zone over on the left. I fall down. I'm going to turn on chew clock. Again, making this the last drive. This is like, we're in a $1,000 tourney, man. There's a lot of money to be made here. So here we go. Snap another halfback draw and just run right into the DT. I think I could have cut to the right, got some more yards, but he uses his timeout. And we're going to have to pass again. 1:06 seconds left. 1 first down. And honestly, we're in full control of this game. Gonna go to like a smash return setup right here. And I throw the return route. We find him. Get a stiff arm. Another first down. Timeout Longhorns once again. A minute left. I turn on chew clock. I know I'm running the ball. The whole stadium knows we're running the ball. We're just not throwing the ball and giving him more time. We stiff arm and I fall down. First and goal. Perfect. Uses his last time out. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna kneel the ball just to make sure I don't score. Because whatever happens, I can't let him touch the ball. We've seen what's happened in games. If you guys have been watching, aggressive catches are crazy. All that stuff's all crazy. So here we go. Gonna knee the ball right here. And I think this is one of the smartest things to do. Now, I don't like doing this in the second half unless I get the ball in the second half. If my opponent gets the ball, I would have just tried to run and scored a touchdown because there's so much more game to play. Like this, there's a difference right here. Like I can control and make sure he definitely doesn't touch the ball. So now I'm gonna come out in the gun deuce. Love these QB zones and like all the runs in this book. So we're gonna try a couple things. So here we go. Second and goal. 20 seconds, 19 seconds, 18, and I snap it a little too early, and I'm terrified now. I gave him 17 seconds. I don't know why I did this. We run our cover three, but we knew it was going to be some sort of vertical. I switched it. He tries to throw the wheel. We had the pick. Oh my God, dude. I'm terrified. I was stressing, bro. I was dead ass stressing. Dead ass, because all it takes is one aggressive catch, and like the clock doesn't run off. So I go to man coverage. He hasn't seen man all day, so trying to see if he's ready for it right there. That was another pick. We drop it 4 seconds. It all comes down to this. I am literally shitting myself. I go in dollar because I wanted to at least send 5 slot DBs, and I'm leaving this in the video because I didn't know dollar automatically comes out press. So I called a timeout. I'm like, yep, not doing that, not doing that. And I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, do I want to call cover 4 and just blitz my slots? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, you know what? I normally don't like calling prevent. It's just an opportunity for me to get, Hail Married. But guess what? I'm calling prevent, backed off the defense, and I deep halved instead of outside third so they didn't get pulled down by any sort of comeback routes. Deep halves, pretty much impossible to pull down. We're gonna run all the way back. He rolls out to the left side. He's gonna throw it up. Here we go. Just get away. We get out of the game. Hit the subscribe button. I'll catch y'all in the next one.